From the sizzling BBQ pits of the Deep South to the soulful jazz tunes of New Orleans, and from the honky-tonk bars of Nashville to the towering skylines of Chicago, welcome to a journey through the heart of America. Join me as we explore the Southern charm and Midwest wonders that make this country so unique. Whether you're a foodie, a music lover, or just someone who loves to travel, this is the adventure you've been waiting for. Let's hit the road. The United States is a land of endless diversity, and nowhere is this more evident than in the heartland. From the warm hospitality of the South to the rugged beauty of the Midwest, this region is a treasure trove of culture, history, and natural wonders. In this video, we'll take you on an unforgettable journey through some of the most iconic destinations in America. So, buckle up and get ready to explore the Southern charm and Midwest wonders that define the heartland. Miami to the Deep South? Our journey begins in Miami, Florida, but we're not staying long. We're heading west into the Deep South, where the air is thick with the smell of BBQ and the sound of live music fills the streets. The Deep South is known for its hospitality, and you'll feel it as soon as you arrive. Stop by a local BBQ, joint and savor the flavors of slow-cooked ribs, pulled pork, and coleslaw. Don't forget to chat with the locals. They're always ready to share a story or two. Our journey begins in the vibrant city of Miami, Florida, where the sun-kissed beaches and lively atmosphere set the stage for an unforgettable adventure. But we're not staying here long. Our destination lies westward, in the heart of the Deep South, where time seems to slow down and the warmth of Southern hospitality awaits. As we leave Miami's skyline behind, the landscape transforms into rolling hills, sprawling farmlands, and charming small towns. The Deep South is a region steeped in tradition, where the pace of life is slower and the people are always ready with a smile and a story to share. Our first stop? A classic Southern BBQ joint, where the air is thick with the mouth-watering aroma of slow-cooked meats. Sink your teeth into tender ribs, pulled pork, and tangy coleslaw, all served with a side of Southern charm. Don't be surprised if the locals strike up a conversation. They're as warm and welcoming as the food is delicious. As we continue our drive, we pass through picturesque towns with historic main streets, front porches adorned with rocking chairs, and churches that stand as pillars of the community. The Deep South is a place where traditions run deep, and every corner tells a story. This is just the beginning of our journey through the heartland. And the Deep South is the perfect introduction to the warmth, flavors, and culture that define this incredible region. So sit back, relax, and let the Southern charm sweep you off your feet. New Orleans, Louisiana, a taste of Creole culture. We make our way to New Orleans, a city that needs no introduction. Known for its vibrant culture, New Orleans is a melting pot of French, African, and American influences. Start your day with a plate of beignets at the world-famous Café du Monde. Then, take a stroll through the French Quarter, where the sound of jazz music spills out from every corner. Don't miss the chance to visit Bourbon Street at night. It's a party you won't forget. From the rustic charm of the Deep South, we arrive in the vibrant and soulful city of New Orleans, Louisiana, a place where culture, history, and flavor collide in the most beautiful way. Known for its lively music scene, rich Creole heritage, and unforgettable cuisine, New Orleans is a city that dances to its own rhythm. Our first stop? The world-famous Café du Monde in the French Quarter. Here we indulge in their iconic beignets, pillowy squares of fried dough generously dusted with powdered sugar, paired with a steaming cup of café au lait. The bustling atmosphere, the sound of clinking coffee cups, and the sweet aroma of beignets make this a must-visit spot for any traveler. Next, we take a stroll through the French Quarter, where the streets are alive with the sounds of jazz music spilling out from every corner. The colorful architecture, intricate iron balconies, and vibrant street art create a feast for the eyes. Don't miss the chance to explore Jackson Square, where local artists display their work and street performers entertain passers-by. As the sun sets, we head to Bourbon Street, the heart of New Orleans nightlife. The energy here is electric, with live music pouring out of honky-tonk bars, crowds dancing in the streets, and the unmistakable spirit of celebration in the air. Whether you're sipping on a hurricane cocktail or tapping your feet to a jazz, Bourbon Street is an experience you'll never forget. But New Orleans isn't just about music and nightlife. It's also a food lover's paradise. We dive into the city's Creole cuisine, sampling dishes like gumbo, jambalaya, and étouffée at a local restaurant. Each bite is a celebration of the city's diverse cultural influences, blending French, African, and American flavors into something truly unique. New Orleans is a city that stays with you long after you leave. Its soulful music, rich history, and irresistible flavors make it a highlight of any journey through the Heartland. Nashville, Tennessee, the country music capital from New Orleans. We head north to Nashville, Tennessee, the undisputed capital of country music. Start your visit at the Grand Ole Opry, where legends like Dolly Parton and Johnny Cash have performed. Then head to Broadway, where honky-tonk bars line the streets. Grab a cold drink, listen to some live music, and maybe even try your hand at line dancing. Nashville is a city that knows how to have a good time, and you'll feel it in the air. Nashville, Tennessee, the country music capital from New Orleans. We head north to Nashville, Tennessee, the undisputed capital of country music. Start your visit at the Grand Ole Opry, where legends like Dolly Parton and Johnny Cash have performed. Then head to Broadway, where honky-tonk bars line the streets. Grab a cold drink, listen to some live music, and maybe even try your hand at line dancing. Nashville is a city that knows how to have a good time, and you'll feel it in the air. From the soulful streets of New Orleans, we head north to the vibrant city of Nashville, Tennessee, the undisputed capital of country music, and a place where every corner hums with the sound of guitars, fiddles, and heartfelt lyrics. Known as Music City, Nashville is a must-visit destination for music lovers, history buffs, and anyone looking to experience the heart and soul of American culture. Our journey begins at the legendary Grand Ole Opry, the stage that has launched the careers of country music icons like Dolly Parton, Johnny Cash, and Carrie Underwood. We take a behind-the-scenes tour of this historic venue, learning about its rich history and the artists who have graced its stage. If we're lucky, we might even catch a live performance and feel the magic of the Opry firsthand. Next, we head to Broadway, the beating heart of Nashville's music scene. This iconic street is lined with honky-tonk bars, each offering live music from up-and-coming artists and seasoned performers alike. We step inside one of these lively venues, grab a cold drink, and let the twang of country music sweep us off our feet. Don't be surprised if you find yourself tapping your boots or joining in on a line dance. It's all part of the Nashville experience. For a deeper dive into the city's musical heritage, we visit the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum. Here we explore exhibits showcasing the history of country music, from its roots in folk and blues to its modern-day evolution. We also stop by the Ryman Auditorium, known as the Mother Church of Country Music, and soak in the historic ambience of this iconic venue. But Nashville isn't just about music. It's also a city with a thriving food scene. We indulge in Southern comfort food at a local hotspot, savoring dishes like hot chicken, biscuits and gravy, and pecan pie. Each bite is a reminder of the city's rich culinary traditions and warm hospitality. As the sun sets, we take in the stunning views of the Nashville skyline, with its neon lights and bustling energy. Nashville is a city that celebrates its roots, while embracing the future, and its vibrant spirit is contagious. Chicago, Illinois, the windy city as we move into the Midwest. Our next stop is Chicago, Illinois. Known for its stunning architecture, Chicago is a city that will take your breath away. Start your visit at Millennium Park, where you'll find the iconic Cloud Gate sculpture, affectionately known as the Bean. Then take a stroll along the Chicago Riverwalk and admire the city's skyline. Of course, no visit to Chicago is complete without trying a slice of deep dish pizza. It's a meal in itself. From the twang of country music in Nashville, we make our way to the bustling metropolis of Chicago, Illinois, a city known for its stunning architecture, deep dish pizza, and vibrant cultural scene. Known as the Windy City, Chicago is a place where innovation meets tradition, and every neighborhood tells a story. Our first stop is Millennium Park, home to the iconic Cloud Gate sculpture, affectionately known as the Bean. This reflective masterpiece is a favorite among visitors and locals alike, offering unique photo opportunities and a chance to see the city's skyline in a whole new way. We stroll through the park, taking in the lush greenery, public art installations, and the sounds of street performers. Next, we head to the Chicago Riverwalk, a scenic pathway along the Chicago River that offers stunning views of the city's architectural marvels. We learn about Chicago's rich architectural history, from the towering skyscrapers to the historic bridges that span the river. For a closer look, we hop on an architecture boat tour, where a guide shares fascinating stories about the city's most famous buildings, including the Willis Tower and the John Hancock Center. No visit to Chicago is complete without indulging in its famous deep dish pizza. We stop by a local pizzeria to watch as layers of cheese, sauce, and toppings are piled high into a thick, buttery crust. The first bite is a revelation. This is pizza like you've never tasted before. Chicago is also a city of neighborhoods, each with its own unique character. We explore Wicker Park, known for its trendy boutiques and vibrant street art, and Pilsen, a hub of Mexican culture and colorful murals. We also visit Navy Pier, a lakeside attraction with Ferris wheel rides, restaurants, and stunning views of Lake Michigan. As the day winds down, we take in the city's skyline from 360 Chicago, an observation deck that offers panoramic views of the city and lake. The sight of the sun setting over the windy city is the perfect way to end our day. Exploring the Midwest. Hidden gems, while Chicago is a must-see, the Midwest has so much more to offer. From the rolling hills of Wisconsin to the serene lakes of Minnesota, this region is full of hidden gems. Take a detour to the small towns and experience the simple pleasures of Midwest life. Visit a local farmer's market, take a hike through a state park, or just enjoy the peace and quiet of the countryside. The Midwest may not have the glitz and glamour of the big cities, but it has a charm all its own. After the bustling energy of Chicago, we venture beyond the city limits to discover the quieter, hidden treasures of the Midwest. This region is often overlooked, but it's brimming with charm, natural beauty, and small-town hospitality. From rolling farmlands to serene lakes, the Midwest offers a peaceful escape and a chance to connect with the heart of America. Our journey begins in Wisconsin, known as America's Dairyland. We visit a local dairy farm, where we learn about the cheese-making process and sample fresh cheese curds, a Midwest delicacy. The squeaky, salty curds are a treat you won't find anywhere else. We also explore the charming town of Madison, with its vibrant farmers markets and picturesque lakeside views. Next, we head to Minnesota, the land of 10,000 lakes. Here we visit Lake Minnetonka, a serene spot perfect for kayaking, fishing, or simply soaking in the natural beauty. We also stop by the small town of Stillwater, known for its historic Main Street, antique shops, and stunning views of the St. Croix River. In Iowa, we experience the simple pleasures of rural life. We drive through endless fields of corn and soybeans, stopping at a family-owned farm to learn about sustainable agriculture. We also visit the Amana colonies, a group of historic villages founded by German settlers, where we sample homemade sausages, bread, and craft beer. Our journey through the Midwest wouldn't be complete without a visit to Michigan's Upper Peninsula. This remote region is a nature lover's paradise, with dense forests, pristine lakes, and breathtaking waterfalls. We hike through Pictured Rock's National Lakeshore, where towering cliffs and turquoise waters create a scene straight out of a postcard. The Midwest may not have the glitz and glamour of big cities, but it has something even better: authenticity. From the friendly locals to the stunning landscapes, this region is a reminder of the beauty of simplicity. The Heartland's culinary delights. No journey through the Heartland would be complete without indulging in its culinary delights. From Southern comfort food to Midwest classics, this region is a food lover's paradise. Try the fried chicken in Kentucky, the hot dish in Minnesota, or the cheese curds in Wisconsin. Each state has its own unique flavors, and you'll want to try them all. The Heartland's culinary delights. The Heartland isn't just a feast for the eyes, it's also a feast for the taste buds. From smoky BBQ to hearty comfort food, this region is a culinary paradise that celebrates tradition, flavor, and local ingredients. Join us as we explore the mouth-watering dishes that define the Heartland and meet the people who keep these food traditions alive. Southern BBQ, a smoky sensation. Our culinary journey begins in the Deep South, where BBQ is more than just food, it's a way of life. We visited a family-owned BBQ joint in Alabama, where pitmasters slow-cook ribs, pulled pork, and brisket over hickory wood for hours. The result? Tender, smoky meat that melts in your mouth, paired with tangy sauces and classic sides like coleslaw, baked beans, and cornbread. Creole cuisine, a flavorful fusion in New Orleans, Louisiana. We dive into the rich and spicy world of Creole cuisine. We savor dishes like gumbo, a hearty stew filled with shrimp, sausage, and okra, jambalaya, a flavorful rice dish packed with meat and spices, and etouffee, a creamy crawfish dish served over rice. Each bite is a celebration of the city's French, African, and American influences. Nashville. Hot chicken, a spicy delight. No trip to Nashville, Tennessee is complete without trying its famous hot chicken. We visit a local hotspot where chicken is marinated, fried to perfection, and slathered in a fiery spice blend. The heat is intense, but the flavor is unforgettable, especially when paired with pickles and a slice of white bread to cool things down. Deep dish pizza, a Chicago classic in Chicago, Illinois. We indulge in the city's iconic deep dish pizza. This isn't your average pizza. It's a thick, buttery crust filled with layers of cheese, toppings, and chunky tomato sauce. We watch as the pizza is baked to golden perfection, then dig in with a fork and knife. It's a meal in itself, Midwest. Comfort food, warm and hearty. As we explore the Midwest, we discover the region's love for comfort food. In Wisconsin, we sampled cheese curds and bratwurst, while in Minnesota, we try hot dishes, a casserole made with meat, vegetables, and a creamy sauce, topped with crispy tater tots. In Iowa, we savor homemade pies and farm-fresh dishes that highlight the region's agricultural roots. Sweet treats, a dessert. Lover's dream. No culinary journey is complete without dessert. We indulge in beignets at Café du Monde in New Orleans, pecan pie in Nashville, and apple cider donuts at a farm stand in Michigan. Each treat is a sweet reminder of the Heartland's rich culinary heritage. The people of the Heartland, friendly faces. One of the best things about traveling through the Heartland is the people. Whether you're in the South or the Midwest, you'll be greeted with a smile and a warm welcome. The people here are proud of their heritage and eager to share it with visitors. Take the time to chat with the locals. You'll learn so much about the culture and history of the region. The people of the Heartland. The Heartland isn't just defined by its stunning landscapes and delicious food. It's also shaped by its people. From the warm smiles of Southern locals to the hard-working farmers of the Midwest, the Heartland is home to some of the friendliest and most welcoming folks you'll ever meet. In this segment, we celebrate the people who make this region so special and share their stories of community, tradition, and pride. Southern hospitality, a warm welcome in the Deep South. Hospitality isn't just a tradition, it's a way of life. We meet a family in Alabama who invites us into their home for a homemade meal of fried chicken, collard greens, and cornbread. They share stories about their community, their love for Southern traditions, and the importance of gathering around the table with loved ones. New Orleans' vibrant spirit. In New Orleans, Louisiana, we encounter the city's vibrant and diverse community. From jazz musicians playing on street corners to artists showcasing their work in the French Quarter, the people of New Orleans are as colorful and lively as the city itself. We chat with a local chef who teaches us about Creole cuisine and the cultural influences that shape it. Nashville's music lovers. In Nashville, Tennessee, we meet aspiring musicians and seasoned performers who pour their hearts into every song. At a honky-tonk bar on Broadway, we talk to a guitarist who shares his journey of chasing his dreams in Music City. Their passion for music and storytelling is contagious, and it's easy to see why Nashville is the heart of country music. Chicago's diverse communities. In Chicago, Illinois, we explore the city's diverse neighborhoods, each with its own unique character. In Pilsen, we meet a muralist who uses art to celebrate Mexican culture and heritage. In Wicker Park, we chat with a small business owner who's passionate about supporting local artisans. The people of Chicago are proud of their city and eager to share its stories. Chicago's diverse communities. In Chicago, Illinois, we explore the city's diverse neighborhoods, each with its own unique character. In Pilsen, we meet a muralist who uses art to celebrate Mexican culture and heritage. In Wicker Park, we chat with a small business owner who's passionate about supporting local artisans. The people of Chicago are proud of their city and eager to share its stories. Midwest farmers, the backbone of America. In the Midwest, we visit a family farm in Iowa, where we meet hard-working farmers who dedicate their lives to growing the food that feeds the nation. They show us the ins and outs of sustainable farming and share their pride in preserving their land for future generations. Their dedication and resilience are a testament to the spirit of the Heartland. Small-town charm. In small towns across the Midwest, we experience the warmth and simplicity of rural life. We attend a community fair in Wisconsin, where neighbors come together to celebrate local traditions. And we visit a church potluck in Minnesota, where everyone is treated like family. These moments remind us of the power of community and connection, the natural beauty of the Heartland. The Heartland is not just about cities and food. It's also home to some of the most beautiful landscapes in the country. From the rolling hills of the Ozarks to the Great Lakes, this region is a nature lover's dream. Take a scenic drive through the countryside, go hiking in a national park, or just sit back and enjoy the view. The Heartland's natural beauty is something you'll never forget. The Heartland is a land of breathtaking landscapes, from rolling hills and serene lakes to dense forests and wide-open plains. In this segment, we take a break from the cities and towns to immerse ourselves in the natural wonders that make this region so special. Whether you're a hiker, a nature lover, or just someone who appreciates stunning views, the Heartland's natural beauty will leave you in awe. The Ozark Mountains. A rustic escape. Our journey begins in the Ozark Mountains, a rugged and picturesque region that spans Arkansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma. We hike through lush forests, past sparkling streams, and up to panoramic overlooks that offer sweeping views of the valleys below. The Ozarks are a haven for outdoor enthusiasts, with opportunities for hiking, fishing, and camping. The Great Lakes, freshwater wonders. Next, we head to the Great Lakes, the largest group of freshwater lakes in the world. We visit Lake Michigan, where we stroll along sandy beaches and marvel at the crystal-clear waters. In Minnesota, we explore the shores of Lake Superior, the largest and most pristine of the Great Lakes. The sheer size and beauty of these lakes are awe-inspiring. The Badlands. A desert in the Midwest in South Dakota, we discover the otherworldly landscape of the Badlands National Park. Here, eroded buttes, pinnacles, and spires create a dramatic and surreal scene. We hike through the park, spotting bison, bighorn sheep, and prairie dogs along the way. The Badlands are a reminder of the raw, untamed beauty of the Heartland. The Driftless Area, a hidden gem, the Driftless Area, spanning parts of Wisconsin, Minnesota, Iowa, and Illinois, is a unique region that escaped the flattening effects of glaciers during the last ice age. The result is a landscape of rolling hills, deep valleys, and winding rivers. We kayak along the Kickapoo River, surrounded by lush greenery and towering bluffs. The Flint Hills, Kansas's tall grass prairie. In Kansas, we explore the Flint Hills, one of the last remaining tallgrass prairie ecosystems in the world. The endless sea of grass dotted with wildflowers and grazing bison is a sight to behold. We take a scenic drive along the Flint Hills National Scenic Byway, stopping to watch the sunset over the prairie. Pictured Rocks, Michigan's lakeshore gem in Michigan's Upper Peninsula. We visit Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore, where towering sandstone cliffs rise above the turquoise waters of Lake Superior. We take a boat tour to see the cliffs up close, marveling at their vibrant colors and unique formations. The park's waterfalls, forests, and beaches make it a must-visit destination. The music of the Heartland. A soundtrack to your journey. Music is the soul of the Heartland, and it's everywhere you go. From the jazz clubs of New Orleans to the country bars of Nashville, music is a way of life here. Take the time to listen to the local bands and musicians. You'll hear everything from blues and jazz to country and rock. The music of the Heartland is as diverse as the region itself, and it's the perfect soundtrack to your journey. The music of the Heartland. A soundtrack to your journey. Music is the heartbeat of the Heartland, a region where melodies tell stories, rhythms bring people together, and every note reflects the soul of America. From the soulful blues of the Deep South to the twang of country music in Nashville and the jazz-filled streets of New Orleans, the Heartland's music is as diverse as its landscapes. In this segment, we dive into the sounds that define this region and meet the musicians who keep its traditions alive. The blues, a soulful start. Our musical journey begins in the Mississippi Delta, the birthplace of the blues. We visit a juke joint in Clarksdale, Mississippi, where the raw, emotional sounds of the blues fill the air. We meet a local blues musician who shares the history of this genre and how it evolved from the struggles and triumphs of African American communities. The blues is more than music. It's a way of expressing life's joys and sorrows. Jazz in New Orleans, a lively beat. Next, we head to New Orleans, Louisiana, where jazz was born. We stroll through the French Quarter, where the sounds of trumpets, saxophones, and trombones spill out from every corner. We stop by Preservation Hall, a historic venue dedicated to keeping traditional jazz alive. The energy and improvisation of jazz are infectious, and it's impossible not to tap your feet or sway to the rhythm. Jazz in New Orleans, a lively beat. Next, we head to New Orleans, Louisiana, where jazz was born. We stroll through the French Quarter, where the sounds of trumpets, saxophones, and trombones spill out from every corner. We stop by Preservation Hall, a historic venue dedicated to keeping traditional jazz alive. The energy and improvisation of jazz are infectious, and it's impossible not to tap your feet or sway to the rhythm. Country music in Nashville, the heart of the Heartland. In Nashville, Tennessee, we immerse ourselves in the world of country music. We visit the Grand Ole Opry, where legends like Dolly Parton and Johnny Cash have performed, and we catch a live show at a honky-tonk bar on Broadway. We meet a rising country artist who shares their journey of chasing dreams in music. City. Country music's storytelling and heartfelt lyrics make it the perfect soundtrack for the Heartland. Gospel music, uplifting the soul. In the churches of the Deep South, we experience the power of gospel music. We attend a Sunday service in Memphis, Tennessee, where the choir's harmonies and the congregation's energy create an unforgettable atmosphere. Gospel music is a celebration of faith, hope, and community, and its uplifting melodies stay with you long after the service ends. Folk and bluegrass, roots of the Midwest. As we move into the Midwest, we discover the sounds of folk and bluegrass. In Kentucky, we visit a bluegrass festival, where banjos, fiddles, and mandolins create a lively and toe-tapping atmosphere. We meet a folk musician who shares stories of the region's history and traditions through their songs. These genres are a reminder of the Heartland's rural roots and the importance of preserving its musical heritage. Rock and roll, a Midwest contribution in Cleveland, Ohio, we visit the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, where we explore the history of rock music and its connections to the Heartland. From Chuck Berry to John Mellencamp, many rock legends have roots in this region. We learn how rock and roll evolved from blues, country, and gospel, creating a sound that changed the world. The Heartland's rich history. The Heartland is steeped in history, and there's so much to learn. Visit the Civil Rights Museum in Samaram, Memphis. Explore the historic plantations of the South, or take a tour of the Abraham Lincoln Presidential Library and Museum in Springfield, Illinois. The Heartland has played a crucial role in shaping the history of the United States, and you'll gain a deeper understanding of the country by exploring its past. The Heartland's rich history. The Heartland is steeped in history, and there's so much to learn. Visit the Civil Rights Museum in Memphis, explore the historic plantations of the South, or take a tour of the Abraham Lincoln Presidential Library and Museum in Springfield, Illinois. The Heartland has played a crucial role in shaping the history of the United States, and you'll gain a deeper understanding of the country by exploring its past. Indigenous heritage before European settlers arrived. The Heartland was home to numerous Native American tribes, including the Sioux, Osage, Shawnee, and many others. These tribes had rich cultures, complex societies, and deep connections to the land. They engaged in farming, hunting, and trading, leaving behind a legacy of mounds, artifacts, and traditions that continue to be studied and honored today. European exploration and settlement. The Heartland became a focal point for European exploration in the 17th and 18th centuries. French explorers like Jacques Marquette and Louis Joliet navigated the Mississippi River, establishing trade routes and settlements. The region later became part of the Louisiana Purchase in 1803, significantly expanding the United States territory and opening the door for westward expansion. Pioneers and westward expansion. The 19th century saw a wave of pioneers moving into the Heartland, drawn by the promise of fertile land and new opportunities. The Homestead Act of 1862 encouraged settlement, and families established farms, towns, and communities. The Oregon Trail and other routes passed through the Heartland, making it a critical corridor for migration. Agricultural powerhouse. The Heartland's fertile soil and favorable climate made it an agricultural powerhouse. It became known as the breadbasket of the nation, producing vast quantities of corn, wheat, soybeans, and other crops. The development of farming technologies such as the steel plow and mechanized equipment further solidified its role in feeding the country. Industrial and economic growth. The Heartland also played a key role in the Industrial Revolution. Cities like Chicago, St. Louis, and Detroit became hubs for manufacturing, transportation, and commerce. The expansion of railroads and the construction of the Erie Canal connected the region to national and global markets, driving economic growth. Cultural contributions. The Heartland has been a melting pot of cultures, shaped by waves of immigrants from Europe, Latin America, and other regions. This diversity is reflected in its music, cuisine, and traditions. The region is also known for its contributions to American arts, including literature, painting, and music genres like jazz, blues, and country. The Heartland's fertile soil and favorable climate made it an agricultural powerhouse. It became known as the breadbasket of the nation, producing vast quantities of corn, wheat, soybeans, and other crops. The development of farming technologies, such as the steel plow and mechanized equipment, further solidified its role in feeding the country. The Heartland also played a key role in the Industrial Revolution. Cities like Chicago, St. Louis, and Detroit became hubs for manufacturing, transportation, and commerce. The expansion of railroads and the construction of the Erie Canal connected the region to national and global markets, driving economic growth. The Heartland has been a melting pot of cultures, shaped by waves of immigrants from Europe, Latin America, and other regions. This diversity is reflected in its music, cuisine, and traditions. The region is also known for its contributions to American arts, including literature, painting, and music genres like jazz, blues, and country, social and political movements. The Heartland has been a center for social and political movements, from the abolitionist efforts of the 19th century to the labor movements of the 20th century. It has produced influential leaders and has been a battleground for civil rights, workers' rights, and environmental conservation. Modern era today, The Heartland continues to be a vital part of the United States, balancing its agricultural roots with modern industries and technologies. It faces challenges such as economic shifts, climate change, and population changes, but its communities remain resilient and innovative. The Heartland's rich history is a testament to the enduring spirit of its people and their ability to adapt, grow, and contribute to the broader story of the United States. The Heartland is more than just a region. It's the soul of America, a place where the past and present intertwine to create a tapestry of culture, history, and natural beauty. From the warm, welcoming hospitality of the South to the rugged, breathtaking landscapes of the Midwest, this journey has taken us through some of the most iconic and unforgettable destinations in the country. Whether you're a foodie eager to savor mouth-watering barbecue and farm-to-table delicacies, a music lover ready to explore the roots of blues, jazz, and country, or simply someone who loves to travel and experience new adventures, the Heartland has something truly special for everyone. Imagine strolling through charming small towns where time seems to stand still, or standing in awe of the vast, golden fields that stretch as far as the eye can see. Picture yourself tapping your feet to live music in Nashville, exploring the vibrant art scenes in cities like Kansas City, or marveling at the natural wonders of the Great Lakes. The Heartland is a place where every corner holds a story, every meal is a celebration, and every sunset feels like a masterpiece. So, what are you waiting for? The open road is calling, and the Heartland is ready to welcome you with open arms. Pack your bags, grab your camera, and hit the road to discover the Southern charm and Midwest wonders for yourself. Whether you're planning a weekend getaway or an epic cross-country adventure, this region promises memories that will last a lifetime. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more travel adventures, tips, and inspiration. The Heartland is waiting. See you on the road.